Yeah, this shit's crazy. I forgot.
I told you, bro, this is insane.
I forgot about this. How do you know about that? Where did you find out about that? This is what the beat for If We're Being Real sounds like.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Track Talk, the show where we interview your favorite producers and break down their favorite beats. Today, I'm here with
Radiate.
Fly around the world, married to the game, bitch to a frame, I ain't gonna change.
All right, Radiate, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into producing?
I remember I made my first beat when I was 13. I don't really know what got me into it originally. I know back in the day, I loved like EDM music. I think my grandma bought me like a MIDI controller, like a keyboard. I had that, and then eventually found FL Studio and started making beats that way. And
do you still have a love for EDM?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
What's like in rotation for EDM right now? Are there any sounds that you gravitate towards?
I don't know if I listen to a lot of EDM, but like electronic music, like I've been listening to a lot of Charlie XCX recently, like that electronic like dance vibe, like, or even like old like pop music from like the 2000s, 2010s has a lot of that like electronic dance like elements.
I know you've been in this industry for a minute, and something you've said before is find friends, not connections. Can you talk a little bit about what that means to you and kind of how you've stuck with that throughout your journey so far?
When you have real friends that you can talk to about stuff outside of music, those are the people you can stick together with and really come up together. And I feel like that's something that took me far, was really forming good relationships with people and connections and just building
So
together.
It's like fostering those relationships with other producers and artists outside of just work.
100%. And usually stuff like that is you start at ground zero. Like you can't just jump to really being friends with someone that's up in music. Chances are they have their group already. So you're way better off. I always tell people you're way better off networking laterally and finding people around your level and really connecting with those people and making those peers your true friends.
Yeah.
Because someone's gonna go up. Someone's gonna get an opportunity. Someone's gonna find some way in. And once that happens, you need to know that person.
Yeah. So who do you feel like in your life are those people?
I'd say Synthetic, we met a long time ago, 2020. Purdue, LRBG, Fendi, kind of my guys in Hologram are really like my good friends. We talk like every day about stuff that's not music.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of losses, a lot of wins together, like kind of came up together. And we really all met when none of us had anything really going on.
Okay, so now I kind of want to get more into you as a person and less of a producer. If you weren't producing, do you think you could have gone pro in Ultimate Frisbee?
Dude, I might have. How do you know about that? Where did you find out about that? That's crazy.
Don't worry about it. Where did that come from? Was that something you've been doing like since you were a kid, or?
Hell no. I got to college, me and like all the guys on my floor in my dorm, just like learned how to play it, and that shit was so fun.
Do you still do it?
No.
What?
I should. I want to run it again.
Yeah, you gotta have like a little producer league.
Bro, that's such a good idea. I've been trying to put some shit like that together for so long, like baseball game.
Yes. So do you usually trade stock options or just like with capital?
Bro, how do you know about that too, bro? That's crazy. Where did you? No.
So I know you've had a trading journey too, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that's been more recently. I started getting into trading. I kind of got introduced to it when I was in Wyoming with Molly, working on her album. Our engineer, Nick, traded, and like he would wake up before us every morning and like I'd see like these charts. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, he's like, yeah, I just wake up, do this for like an hour in the morning, and you can make some money. So that's.
Yeah, I'm a failed day trader. So
really?
I did the whole wake up at 6:30, market open.
I do it every day. I did it today. It's pretty difficult. Can't lie.
This one I'm not so sure about, but Legos.
Bro,
you really fuck with Legos?
Only Star Wars Legos.
You know what's crazy is I have a Lego Star Wars set for you after this.
Really? Yes. No way. Are you serious? I mean, I'm like a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing.
Favorite movie?
Revenge of the Sith, episode 3.
That's
probably the best one.
By far.
I mean, the most like impactful, heavy, like, that's
the one I cry at.
For sure.
Just like that's the most emotional.
It's horrific.
For Lego Star Wars, you have a Grail set.
When I touch some money, there will be signs, bro. I'm getting that Ultimate Collector Series Venator. There will be signs.
Getting back to the music, I kind of want to talk about Yeat and how you kind of sculpted some of his sounds in your production. Can you describe what the process is like making a beat for Yeat and describing that sound?
Through the eras, obviously, it's changed, but I would say like for him, it's always good to make just psyched out shit.
Yeah.
There's some common themes, but I'd say like getting in a different headspace and just making some experimental shit is always it's always a go.
I feel like there is a little bit of EDM that gets pulled into there as well.
He's definitely had plenty of records with like influence from that world, like Breathe off 2093. Now that I changed a little too. It's like some house influence. So.
Definitely. Have you had any like memorable studio sessions with Yeet?
Recently, I did his like extended intros for Coachella, and yeah, that shit was pretty cool. We just built out these crazy minute-long, like unique versions for the live shows. And I mean,
I wish that artists would drop versions of their albums with the concert intros.
Yeah.
Like it's everywhere. The Osama Sun, Yeat, Molly. The concert intros are incredible.
I do them for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I do them for Molly, Rich Amiri, Yeet.
Artists out there, you guys gotta drop the concert intros.
Yeah, no.
They're so good.
There's some heaters in there for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Can you talk about working with Drake?
She wanna bring a friend. Girl, I got no backseat fuck. Back in America, fucking a hoe from the ratchetest area.
Yeah, I mean, that record, I didn't really have any like first-hand interaction with how that came together, but that shit was crazy. Like we had known that Drake potentially was gonna get on that record for a minute, but then I forgot about it. Just kept it pushing. Later down the line, again, I was in New York at the time, and like we had gotten confirmation. I was with like everyone, like Synthetic, LRBG, Purdue, like all the guys.
Wow.
And we were just like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Wow, oh my goodness. Can you discuss your journey as an underground producer and how you evolved to secure these larger artist placements?
Starting out kind of as an underground producer, you make a certain type of style of beats. You kind of begin to make beats that can appeal to a wider audience, but you can still totally keep that underground swag. Like I'd say like in Hologram, we can make beats for a lot of different people. We have big records, we have underground grails.
I want to talk about Molly. Obviously you've done a ton of work with her, and you had that, was it in Montana or whatever? In the
Wyoming.
Wyoming, yeah. So was that like to lock in on the album and get all that work done, or what was like the purpose of that?
Yeah, I mean, we went out there for like a month straight, and it was so cold. Negative 14 degrees every day.
What?
We would make beats, Molly would record. When she's not recording, we're working on some old songs, and we're just totally in that headspace. There's literally nothing else to do.
Yeah, okay.
So I'd go back out there, but I don't know, in the dead of winter like that was a little crazy.
You're putting your vote in for like Hawaii next time.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
Honolulu.
Yeah.
Somewhere else, man.
So I know with her too, we talked about Backstabber a little bit. Well, I guess now it's officially called
Everybody Knows.
Everybody Knows.
Everybody knows.
Can you talk about sample clearances and what kind of work goes into clearing a sample like that for a song?
I mean, that's like the label side, management side. I'm not really clearing samples personally, but it's nice when like someone like Molly, people like Molly, artists are more likely to clear records. When an artist is a genuine person, that definitely helps a lot.
Do you feel like there are risks with sampling songs?
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's so much risk. You can have a great record and it comes to drop and it can't come out. And it's like, that sucks the most. Like, it's terrible. I've had stuff like that happen before, and it's like the worst feeling. So I try to stay away from sampling for the most part, but I mean, if someone's fire, it's fire.
Yeah.
So you might as well.
Have you ever had artists come to you and say like, I want you to sample this, I want you to take this and...
With Amiri, we did, we sampled Tame Impala on Same Old Me.
Yeah.
And that's a super fire song.
That gets sweet up over here, be a goner. I ain't going for nothing, but you got the wrong one.
Yeah, I forgot about that one, yeah.
Artists love samples.
Yeah,
They
that's what I
love
was gonna
samples.
say. I feel like they gravitate a lot towards them.
100%.
It's more of, like you said, kind of a label issue where it gets struck down. Do you have a producer tag?
I like kind of do. It's kind of like a sound effect. You can hear it in some Molly songs. It was originally like a tag for my team, like hologram. And we were kind of trying to make a tag at the time, and it was just a girl saying hologram, and I kind of cut it up, and it's like a lot of times artists don't like tags on beats.
Really?
And yeah, like a lot of times. Like a tag on your beat can kind of throw people off sometimes. Having a tag that's kind of more of a sound effect, you might not even realize it's there.
See, as a fan, I feel like a lot of the times it's the tags that enhance the sound.
For sure. No, I think the same thing.
Every time I think of Osama Sun, I think of all like the flex, like you know, like the flex music producer tags.
It's that flex music.
Soprano has that like iconic tag. Like there are songs that you associate with the tag. What keeps you creative and finding fresher, newer sounds?
That's a good question. I do like making music in different locations. In the studio, I'm cooking up on the couch. I'll cook up at home, in bed, on my balcony, different places. I feel like that really helps me stay inspired.
Without further ado, we'll get into the beat breakdowns. We'll be right back. All right, so now Radiate's gonna break down If We Being Real.
I could drop ties in this bitch. Drop like flies in this bitch. I cut ties in this bitch.
So how did you even come up with the process for this beat?
This process was crazy. Like there was a lot of components that were made in different project files.
So where did you start? Where did you first start?
It started with a melody that my boy LRBG made. There's 6 producers on this record. It sounds like a 6-prod beat. So.
Yeah. This intro I noticed is like a pre-made track. So did somebody make the intro?
So that was made later. The beat was made, and then the intro was made later.
Well, they killed it because I feel like that's such an iconic intro. For
absolutely.
Like, it sets the tone for everything.
It makes you feel like you're in a movie.
Yeah.
I'll start with the intro here.
"26 tracks is great."
I mean, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're in a movie.
Literally.
Literally. Next, we have these chords. He always cuts up the beat.
So he'll get hands-on.
Yeah, for sure. Next, we have this chant that kind of sits under the chords, kind of a tucked sound. Freaky.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, it's really just ear candy tucked under.
Yeah.
Next, we have the first bass.
That's some alien shit right there.
Heavy. After that, we have another bass. After this is probably one of the most recognizable sounds for this beat. This is the lead.
That's so wild.
Crazy. And to give credit where credit's due, this is all my boy LRBG. Most of these ideas, the melodic components are him, and he's an insanely talented producer.
Shout out LRBG then.
Shout out. After that, we have Fire Sound. And this sound is actually also insane.
This is some like horror movie type of stuff.
I'll say a lot of the songs and beats from this era, the aesthetic was very intentional. So we were distorting a lot of sounds, bit crushing a lot of sounds. There's a reason it feels the way it feels. You couldn't just put normal trap drums in a basic melody. It wouldn't sound like this song.
What were some of your favorite reactions to this song that you saw?
Bro, I don't know. The edits were so funny.
Yeah?
There was a period of time where you would go on TikTok and it's everywhere. It's every single, I mean, I have the stats. It's multiple billions of views on TikTok.
Really?
It's crazy. Drum's not too complicated, really. So we'll start out, it's this little perk sound. Then we have a snare. Not too complex. Then we got open hat. And even that, it's not like a regular open hat. It has some like cuts back on you. Like now we got the kick. Did you hear that?
A little bit.
On the one, there's a kick that's duplicated by accident. And you can hear
That's
it.
an accident?
It's actually under this one. There's 2. After that, we got 3 hi-hats layered together. It's 3 different hi-hats. Yeah, all together, the drums sound like this.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. Everything really fits together. Like, I love that perk. That perk is, I love that sound. We were doing a lot of textures, transitions, little moments. So we have risers like this. I did like a little bass reverse into the drop. And what Yeat did is he cuts up the beats a lot. Right here, he cut this part of the beat and used this 8 bars for a lot of things. And there's actually the remnants of this perk little hit right here that hits on the one. And for the part of the song that really went really viral, like I got eyes in my back of the head, I got, like when it hits, it has this little remnant of this perk on the one and it makes it hit so much harder. It has this little thump that's not present in other parts of the beat. So altogether, this is what the beat for If We Being Real sounds like.
How long did you spend making this?
I don't even want to know. Probably, I mean, we were passing FLPs back and forth, each one of us taking 3 hours. So this was a long beat.
But it was worth it.
For sure. Crazy.
So good.
And that's a big part of producing, is making moments like that. Moments like that are so important.
Awesome. Well, thanks for breaking this one down.
Hell yeah.
I know we're getting into my favorite song next, Out My Body.
Let's do it.
So you told us you did the melody for this song.
Yeah, right when I was making this, I was like, okay, this is crazy. Like, I knew Molly would fuck with it too.
Yeah.
This is what I had. This is the start of the idea. I sent it to my boy Bass. He added like leads, little textures, sounds, filled out the melody, and then I sent it to Shoujo. He did drums, and then that's how that record came about.
Wow.
But this is the very start of this kind of song and idea.
It looks kind of simple though. It looks like there's only 4.
Yeah, this is really the bones of it, and this is like a lot of the recognizable parts of the song.
And for those of you who know, we made this the intro to Downtime. So this is a special one for us because we all really fuck with this song. So thank you, Radiate, for breaking this down for us.
So starting off, we have this piano from Augmented Grand Piano, and then I also added just some crazy effects, and I remember cutting this up. I was like surgical. I'd cut it into like 10 different places, moved it around.
Yeah.
This is what that pattern sounds like.
How'd you do the stutter thing?
Let me see if I can leak the effects chain. Yeah, so this plugin, EFX Motions, I was using this a lot during this era, and kind of around the 2093 era too. After that, we have this real glowy stab sound. After that, we have, for different sections in the song, it's really that first pattern pitched up an octave. And then after that, this is probably my favorite sound. You can't even really tell it's a piano in the song, but it's this kind of high, anthemic, kind of epic sounding sound.
That's very recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repetitive, simple,
No, it's
catchy.
so good. It's so good.
It does exactly what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Really not too complicated of a melody.
See,
Obviously,
it sounds complicated though. Like
Yeah.
when you hear the song, it sounds like there's a lot more going on.
it's
than there
really
really is.
that main layer is just has so much energy. It's
Yeah.
so much balance. The stutters, the way it moves. It's like,
Wow.
that's really all you need. If you have one sound that,
Yeah.
that has a lot going on, you don't need to overcomplicate it, add too much.
Real quick, I also want to talk about some of the other producers that I know you and her work with. Obviously, Shoujo, but Tom Levesque, I really like his work too.
He's crazy.
So do you guys kind of work as a trio a lot? Or
So he was out there in Wyoming with us. Me and him work really well. A lot of times we'll make melodies too. Like when Molly and Joe aren't in LA, me and Tom will link, and then we'll make melodies together. We did Weekend, the outro on her album.
that song's beautiful.
Yeah, that was just us two linking together. We smoked, got high as fuck, and then just swagged out. He's so talented musically, plays the keys, has perfect pitch. He's crazy. He'll be making a melody, and then at the same time, I'm putting drums together, and then we combine it. And then we do that in the studio with Molly a lot.
Wow.
That's how we make songs.
That's super cool.
Out My Body melody all together sounds like this.
Cheesing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Obviously, yeah, I sent it to my boy Bass, and he added more melodies, but this is the main bones of it. This is the idea.
Yeah. And I know you mentioned concert intros. You made the concert intro for this song.
I did, yeah. Let's see if we can find that.
What I like about the concert intro is it has those hard there's like hits, almost like a hammer.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's crazy.
I told you, bro, this is insane.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
What really does it too is like you had a riser in there with like, and this little drop here too. I think just like seeing that live enhances everything.
I always put myself, whenever I make touring shows for artists, I put myself in the mindset of like, I'm a kid that paid for a ticket, standing in the crowd, it's dark, lights off, artist comes out, like just imagining what they would want to hear that would get them running around, pushing each other. Like, I think the first time I did kind of touring shows like this was for Yeat's 2093. He did like a 3-show tour. Like those intros, if you listen to those intros on those songs are actually crazy.
Well, thank you, Radiate, for breaking down Out My Body. That was definitely a bucket list moment for me. And without further ado, we're gonna get into the cook-up section now, and he's gonna walk us through his creative process about how he makes his beats.
Let's run it. Really, like my process, I hardly ever go into something with an exact idea of what I want. Usually, it's finding weird sounds, and hearing something will inspire me to make the next idea. It evolves over time, it might sound completely different. This is a hack. All right, you prods gotta start doing this. You can set your keyboard to be like a piano, and you set a key, so we'll do F sharp minor, and then you can basically just play your keyboard like a piano.
Are you traditionally music trained?
I don't know.
Wow.
Anyone can do it, man. Like I just did something on accident. That sounded kind of hard.
Like when a CD gets stuck in a disk drive. So Serum, I know, is a popular like plugin. For those of us that don't really know exactly what this is, what does Serum do?
I mean, it's just a synth, but it's a very easy synth to use, and a lot of people have banks for it, which is really fire. I mean, it's just a really easy plugin to use. Good sounds. Part of my process too is like the notes, like if you show this to a classical pianist, they're like, all right, these notes don't make sense at all. But it's like, I don't care.
You don't care?
It sounds fire, like it's the whole point.
Yeah.
So the chord necessarily might not make sense musically, but that shit fire, it's fire.
Yeah.
I'd say a big part of my process too is I jump around a lot, kind of like a ever-evolving thing.
Wow.
I don't know why, like something I like to do, I'll put effects on something before I even hear it.
Yeah.
So right now I'm pitching it down, do a little double time type vibe. I'll even like start throwing effects on it without even really listening to it. It's my weird way of hearing something completely new, getting inspiration, and then we take that whatever direction that wants to go in. So we'll see.
Like super fast, like hi-hats, or they're crazy.
Yeah. A lot of it is just getting different ideas, and I'll take something I like. Sound being like something that comes in like second part of hook, like lower tone. There you go, type shit. All right, now we kind of got the bones of what's going on. So now usually what I do at this point is I'm gonna render everything out, stem it out, and start arranging the beat. And what I like doing a lot, basically this is like the hook. After that we have the verse. And what I like doing a lot is taking that main melody, whatever the main sound is, and either doing something unique to it, pitching it down, adding different effects, whatever it may be. It's really, it's the same melody, but it's just sounding different, whatever it is. So we'll see what sounds good in this case. Even just like that is hard.
Yeah, I think that's incredible.
This sound's kind of throwing me off. That I kind of like the notes, but we're gonna do some maybe like light effects and like.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's amazing. Literally, it's gonna be stuck in my head.
Yeah.
For the day. I gotta get someone on this. I love the breaks too. Wow.
Obviously, I would spend a little more time on mixing and things like that, but that's
Still
the process.
An incredible beat. Thank you for showing us your creative process.
Hell yeah.
I think it's cool now to see yours compared to other people's like Goxon's and Noah's. Because now we're getting a nice idea of just how different everyone's.
Yeah, everyone cooks up
is.
so different, bro.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of close it out here and ask if you had any upcoming projects that you're trying to plug or talk about.
I don't know if there's anything I can talk about, but just cooking, bro.
Any goals on the horizon that you're trying to shoot for?
Bro, really just getting better, working with artists, people that I built relationships with. That's
Right.
super fun to me. So keep developing artists I work with, and I'd say that's probably the main goal.
We've loved your work you've put out so
Hell yeah.
far.
Thank
and
you, bro.
I'm personally so excited to see what you cook up next.
Thank you, bro.
And I think 2026 is gonna be a huge year for you too. Is there anyone else you'd want to see on Track Talk next?
You gotta get Synthetic on here, for sure.
Gotta get Synthetic.
You gotta get him.
Well, thank you, Radiate, for coming in today and
you,
showing
bro.
us about all your art here. We're very grateful.
Thank you,
and
bro.
stay tuned, guys, for the next episode of Track Talk.